So let's get started. This video is going to cover chart trading on Tradestation. This is going to be a video that can be used both as homework while taking class or after class with the Academy to kind of refresh and work through the steps of placing a trade on the chart. When I first started trading, I switched from Tradestation to a different platform because that platform had chart trading. I really like the one-stop shop aspect of chart trading where you plan out the trade on the chart, you click a couple buttons, boom, you place your entry order, and then proceed from there. So I really enjoy and think that chart trading is a phenomenal tool. So let's get started on this. To start, I want to show you this PDF that is available to you if you get in touch with me. It's basically the steps to placing a trade. So first we're going to plan out a trade on the chart, and we're going to work through this together. So we plan out a trade, then we're going to turn on chart trading. So this button right here, this is the toolbar button for chart trading, or you right-click on the chart. When you right-click on the chart, then one of the options there says chart trading. You click on that, and it'll turn it right on. We want to turn off background dragging because when background dragging is turned off, we can left-click in the white space of the chart and move our cursor around and get it exactly on our entry order, which makes it very, very easy with chart trading. So we want to turn that off, and this is the toolbar button to turn it off, or you can right-click on the chart, and that will allow you to turn it off as well. So the next step is we have turned on chart trading. We're going to use the Chart Trader trade bar, which is this item right here. Whenever this is turned on, we can place orders on the chart, and we can manipulate and move orders that are on the chart. This has to be on for you to do any moving of orders while they're on the chart. So we'll turn this on, and then we're going to change our position size, which we cover more in class. And here we're just going to use a standard, I'll just do 250 shares. By default, when you turn on Chart Trader, it flips it to 500 shares, so that you have to go in and change this around. Secondly, we're going to click on the Attach OSO. This attaches, when you place your entry order, whether to buy or to sell, this attaches your stop loss and your target. Very, very important that we use this button and have it checked every time we place a trade. This is going to allow you to do that one push button trading where you place the entry order, stop and your target go with it, you move them to where they need to be, and then you can go about your day and do something different. All right. We can also change our order duration here from day to good to cancel to good till date, and we go through those in class. Next step is to place the entry order. So we're going to go down, we're going to hold the left click on the mouse down on the chart, and we're going to go exactly to our entry price. All right, once we go to our price, we're going to hold the mouse down, keep the finger on the mouse, and then to buy it, we're going to hold down the control button on our keyboard, and to sell it short, we're going to hold down the alt button on the keyboard. So we're going to have our finger on both the mouse and on either control or alt, and they're both there at the same time, and then the next step is to release your finger off of the mouse. When you do that, that places the order. That gives you a confirmation window that says, hey, are you sure you want to do this? And we're going to say yes, and then it'll place our order from there. So a very quick process once you practice it a few times, and going to really save us time and make it so that we plan our trade, and then we place our orders, and they're all right there. We can see it all very simple. So to finish this off, when we place our entry order into the chart, we're placing that entry order exactly where we had the left click to press. That's where we place the order. The next step on this is going to be to go and move your stop loss and your target to where you had planned for them to be on step one. This is one of the most important parts of this as well, because when we place our trade, when we place our entry order, our stop loss and our target, this button right here, which puts our stop loss and our target, they go out to predetermined areas. So right now, I think I have it set to where my stop loss is going to be $1 below my entry, and my target's going to be $2 above my entry. And so that's not where I want it on every trade. I simply have it set like that so that when I place my entry order, my stop loss and my target are not right there beside it. And I can now go in and manipulate and move these orders. By default, when you get Tradestation, your stop loss and your target are going to be 10 cents away from your entry order. And that makes it really tough to move the orders around on the chart. So I just have them pushed out to a certain distance to make my life a little bit easier. All right, but I'm always going to, once I place my entry order, I'm always going to go in and move my stop loss order and my target to where I plan them to be. All right, so let's go through these steps right here. All right, so step one is to plan the trade. All right, so current price is right up here, and I'm looking down to the left. We have a nice gap up right there, level here, and then we also have a nice drop base. This is down here. This is the origin of this overall big move right there, so I'm going to place a entry order right there, and then my stop loss will go below the level here. And then I'm going to go through and put my target up about right there, and I want to color code them. And I'm eyeballing all this right now. I want to color my target green, color my entry as blue, and color my stop loss as red. So this will be the trade that I want to take right here. Okay, so price is currently right here at 108.64, and I'm going to place a buy order right down here at 105.78. So I'm looking for price. I don't know when it's going to happen, but what I'm saying is if price comes down to 105.78, then I want to have a buy order just waiting there, just resting and waiting for the market to come to it. Okay, so that's step one. Step one is to plan the trade out. Step two is to turn on chart trading. So I can either use this button right here, or I can right click on the chart and go down to chart trading. Either way, I want to get the same result. Alright, so now I have my chart trader trade bar turned on, and by default it pops out 500 shares. Going to change this to 250. I want to put my order duration to good to cancel, which with Tradestation is up to 90 days. The order will stay out there for 90 days. After 90 days, it will go away and cancel. And then I want to check on my attach OSO. My attach OSO allows my stop and my target to come into the market. All right, so that is step two, turn on chart trading. I want to go do step three, which is turn background dragging off. All right. And I've already done step four. I just did I changed my position size, my order duration, and attach OSO. So once I go turn off background dragging, and it might be off right now, when I turn this off, my next step is to place the entry order. And that's going to involve left-clicking on the mouse on the exact price that I want to either buy it or sell it. In this case, it's going to be a buy, so I'm going to hold down the mouse on my blue line, my entry line, and I'm going to hold down control at the same time. To release and place the actual order, I'm going to let go of my finger on the mouse. So I'll have my finger on control, I'll have it on the mouse, they'll both be there at the same time. Then I'm going to release my finger off the mouse, and that will place the trade for me. So let's go do that right now. All right, so right now I do have background dragging is turned off. I can tell that because I have the pointer. If background dragging is turned on, that is depressed, and I have a hand. When background dragging is turned on, you can left-click and move the chart. When it's turned off, you left-click in the background, and it gives you a data window. If I hold the button down, it does not let me move the chart. If I do want to move the chart around, when I have background dragging turned off, when I have the pointer, if I left-click on a candlestick, now I can grab and move the chart, or I can go down to the scroll wheel down here and move the chart as well. All right, so I'm going to left-click in the background, and I'm going to pull my mouse down to my entry order, because when I let go of the mouse, That's where my entry is going to go. It's going to go right now to 105.78. So I want to buy it, so I hold down Control. And now my next step is to let go of the mouse. So there we have, buy 250 shares of the Qs at 105.78. I have my stop loss is going to be $1 below, and my target's going to be $2 above. I don't want them there. That's not my trade. My trade is I want to buy it here with a stop loss about 35 cents below and a target about $1.25 above. Okay, so I'm going to place this trade. My entry is exactly where it needs to be. It's a buy limit. My stop loss, the STM, is $1 below, so I'm going to left click on this and I'm going to drag it up, let go of the button, and there's that order exactly where I wanted it to be. So I'm right here at 105.78, 105.78, 105.43, 105.43, and then the next step here is to grab my target and move it down. All right. Notice I'm having trouble getting the exact price. I want it at 107.03, okay, 107.03, but I'm at 107.01. Anytime you're on a larger time frame chart, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, it's tougher to get the exact penny or the exact price that you want it to go to. So sometimes it's easier to go down to a smaller time frame, and I just plugged in 2 minutes. So now I'm on a smaller time frame. I can left click on the order, and really, now it's letting me move it by penny increments, whereas when you're on bigger time frames, it might skip around. So it's a little bit easier on the bigger time frame, or on the smaller time frame. So that's one kind of trick there if you're having trouble getting the exact price. Another way, if you're having trouble getting the exact price, I want to move this order up and mess it up. I want this to go right onto 107.03. So if you right-click on this order, right now, when I right-click, I can click right on this line. That's one way. The other way is go click on the writing here, the L250. Either way, when you get the black dots all on that order line, that means that you have an order in, or that you're dealing with the order. So I'm going to right-click on this, and now I'm going to type in 107.03. This replace order button is not lit up, so you actually have to toggle that button on and off, and now I can click on replace, and it will put my entry or my target or whatever order I'm dealing with exactly where I want it to go. Okay, so again, you just right click on it, you type in the price 107.03. You have to toggle this on and off, and then you replace it, and now your trade is set up. So with chart trading, the orders, these are the orders right here. They only come out to about where current price is. Okay, they come out to where current price is, these lines right there. All right. The other type of orders that we can do, or not, the other type of lines that are out on this chart right now are not orders. Okay, these lines right here, this line right here, and the lines down below, this blue and the red and the green, all these lines, they are me basically taking a crayon and drawing out and planning a trade. They do not represent orders. They just represent what you're planning on doing. So very important that you understand that distinction. The only way that you can see your orders on the chart is if you place them. Okay, and the other way that you can see another thing you might run into is right now I've got my trade planned out and I've got Chart Trader turned on, but it doesn't look like I have orders in the market. And so if you place your order right here, so I go in, I hit Control, all right, it says, do you want to buy? Yes. And nothing happens. And I'm like, well, where's my order? So then I go in and I go do it again. All right, yes. You're like, where's my order? This is not working. Chart Trader is not working. Well, the key with this is you have to, and I can use this button right here. That'll scroll me all the way to current price. I can grab it down here. But I have to be, and I actually placed an entry on that top one. Or delete it. If I click on delete on my keyboard, I can delete that order. you have to be on the far right-hand edge. You have to be at current price to see these orders. Very important that you realize this and that you're aware and do this. You have to be at the far right-hand side of your chart to place that order. All right, so I'm going to cancel all those out. All right, another thing, just now that's your basic steps to a trade, and you got the sheet to work through. These are some other things I want to go through, just basics of chart trading. Chart trading knows if I'm above current price and I hold down control, it knows that I want to buy it, and so it's going to place a stop market order. So there's my buy stop. SPM is a stop, so there's a buy stop. I've got my entry order for buys right now, blue. And then sell orders, I've got 2 sells with this buy order, they're red. If I'm looking at selling short right here, and I hold down the Alt button, it knows that I'm above current price, and it knows it needs to place a limit order. Right? So I did pink for the limit, for the sell, and that's a derivative of red. So sell orders are either red or pink. Buy orders, I'd either buy it back up here for a loss or down here for a target if that was my trade. Buy order up here is green. So either buy orders are either blue or green in this scenario we have here. And if I were to go below current price and hold down the Alt button, it knows that I'm selling it below current price and it needs to be a stop market. Okay, so I'm below current price and it's going to be a sell stop market. If you want to change those colors, you can right-click on your chart and go to Format, Account Orders and Position. In here, under Open Orders, you see that the open orders, those are the active orders. Buy ones are blue, and sell ones, sell short, are pink. And then the queued orders, those are the attach OSO, that's your stop and your target. If they are buy order, to buy it back, they are green. If they are a sell order, to sell for profit on a long position or to take a loss on a long position, then they are red. And that was, again, by right-clicking on the chart and formatting account orders and positions. All right, next, a few other things on Chart Trader that we want to look at are on the Chart Trader trade bar itself. We talked about earlier how we have our position size right here where we put the shares, the contracts, or the lots that we're going to trade. We attach our stop and target with the Attach OSO button right here. And this is where we choose between one target, one stop, 2 targets, 1 stop, and 3 targets, 1 stop. So the L represents a limit order, which is your target. Targets are always limit orders. And the S represents a stop market. If it's an SL, that is a stop limit, and stop limits are a good way of adding a lot of risk to your trade. So we do not want to use stop limits for our stop losses. We always want to have either 1L, 1S, 2L, 1S, or 3L, 1S. In the equities, in the stock market, you have to have over 150 shares, to break it up into two targets, to do the 2L, 1S. So if you're not trading over 150 shares, let's say you're trading 100 shares, the way to get around that, now there's a little bit of more commission on this, but the way to get around it would be to break up, let's say you're doing 100 shares, you'd place one entry with 50 shares, and then you'd move the stop and the target, and then you'd place another entry with another 50 shares. Then you're going to be trading 100 shares, but you'd have 2 targets, and you could move your stop loss to the same spot, so then you'd have 1 stop. So that's how you get around that. Also, when you're on chart trading, let's say that price was in my level right now. So I have, I'm looking to sell it short right here. Now this is not something I do, but it's in my level. I want to trade it right here. This is what we call a zone entry. Price is in the level, and I want to take entry. It's giving me a signal, maybe on a smaller time frame, to take entry. It's giving me a better, if I'm willing to short it right here at this blue line and price is now right here, then I'm willing to just, a zone entry is get into the trade. So it's hard to go in and get right on price right here, right on the bid or the ask with my mouse. So what they've done is they've created a couple of shortcut buttons over here. So first off, we have buy market and short market. Buy market, short market, those buttons are immediate. You hit buy market, you're buying it right then and there. And where you expect to get filled is on the inside ask. So we have the bid and we have the ask. The bid is where buyers rest their orders, and the ask is where sellers rest their orders. So this represents our bid. This represents the ask. All right, so the inside bid right now is 108.65-ish, 66. The inside ask is 108.67. So price is fluctuating right around 108.66, 67. So if I wanted to hit buy market and I wanted to get in right now, then I expect to get filled somewhere around the inside ask. If I hit short market, then I expect to get filled somewhere around the inside bid. So if I hit sell it, I want to sell it right now. This is someone sitting right at 108.68 saying, hey, I'll buy it. They got a limit order just sitting there saying, I'll buy it. So if you hit short market, it's an aggressive order and you're going to get filled. You should get filled around the inside bid. These other buttons, so buy market, short market, they're guaranteed right then. The other buttons are right here, this buy. If I hit buy right here, then I'm going to buy it, right, 108.64. I'm going to place a limit order on the inside bid. So right there, current price, I'm going to place a limit order right there on current price, right there on the inside bid. So there it would put a buy limit at 108.64. Limit order is at a specified price or better. So if it's a buy limit order, it's at $108.64 or lower. Okay, I'm not going to buy it at 108.65, 108.66, but I will buy it if the market moves. I'll buy it at 108.63. Okay, so these buttons, this button right here is a limit order. So I'm putting it a limit on the inside bid. If I click on take, take is also a limit order. Take is putting a buy limit on the inside ask. So someone's sitting there at 108.60, and so if I say take, I'll say I'll take it. So I want to put a buy limit on 108.59. So I hit take, and so it's going to put a buy limit right there. So again, where this differs from a market order essentially would have, I would buy it at 108.60, 108.61, 62. If the market moves rapidly between the time you hit the buy market button and that order actually makes it to the market, then that market order is going to chase the market and get you filled wherever. Whereas if you do the take button, it's just a limit order, and you're going to get filled at 108.59 or lower. Okay, so there's the difference in that right there, is that these guys, this take and this buy, they're limit orders. This is a market order.
Order filled.
All right. Now, I just went through on that. I really want to do the short trade since we're playing with short trade now, but I bought it. And you see now I have a sell stop right here and a target up above, and you got the profit loss, the P&L on it. So that brings us to, where did I buy it? What price did I get filled at? Am I in a position? Do I have orders? And so this bottom right area is what we look at to determine, where did I buy it? Well, the average price right here shows me I got filled at 108.59. My position is 250. And it's a positive 250, so that tells me that I bought it. If there's a negative beside it, that tells me that I sold it short. All right. This right here, when it's lit up green or red, that also shows you are in a position. Okay, it's green if you're ever above where you bought it or sold it, and then it's red if you're down. So green if you're up in the money, red if you're down. So I'm going to click close right now to show you what it looks like when you're not in a trade. Close,
order
what it does
filled.
is it sends a market order to get you out. It knows how many shares you have, and it will transact at market that many shares to get you out of the trade, to flatten your position. When you use the close button, it also gets rid of your stop and target. So any orders associated with that trade, they're gone now. Okay, so very useful there. I'm going to hit the short
Order filled.
button right here, so I shorted. I sent a limit order out, so I just got short, and now it shows that I'm negative 250. I got it entered at 108.61. All right, and we can watch our stop and our target. Now I grab this order and I'd move it to where I plan my stop loss to be. And I grab this order and I'd move it to where my target was planned to be. And now that trade is set. I got a zone entry. It's in the level. I place the trade. I put my stop loss in, and there's my target. And now I can walk away and go do something different. I can play golf, whatever you want to do, because you are protected. You're either going to take a loss around $80, or if it drops down to here, you're going to profit at least $395. Okay, so chart trading is great because it really is a one-stop shop. Really makes it nice and easy. You plan out your trade, and then once you practice the entry side of it, literally the hardest part about this is making sure you let go of the right finger first. You want to, when you place a trade, when I go in and I place an entry, so let's say I wanted to sell more of a confirmation entry, let it leave the level. I'm going to go down right below 108.49 to 108.47 or 48, and I will hold down the Alt button. So this is the hardest part, letting go of the mouse first. That places the trade. Now I tell it yes, so now I have a sell stop right here. And so I hope you've enjoyed this video and seen just how easy chart trading and how useful it can be in your trading, how efficient you can make your trading, and quite frankly, it is one of the easiest ways to start to see orders around current price and to really learn and really stay on one chart without having to flip around to all these different screens. You just do all your business right there on one screen, which is really nice. So hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, then get in touch with our support team at the campus in Atlanta. Thank you.